Okay, we're on the draw for round 2. We have a keepable hand, and we played our opponent last week in the challenge. They were on the ATOG combo deck. Don't know if that's going to be what they're on right now. They could just be on Just Guy Astrolabe, but they could still be on the ATOG combo. Either way, our hand is perfectly keepable. Drawing that Condescend changes my play drastically, doesn't it? Because now I can go get an island, play island, and then hold up either Condescend or Prohibit. So they are on ATOG combo, presumably. Well, maybe they're just on a Just Guy Astrolabe version that's playing C. Okay. Alrighty. Holding up double counters. We really would love to Condescend something. If they blank on land and then just run out an ATOG, that'd be good. If they have to use a bunch of cantrips, it would also be fine. Right now I can counter a Thoughtcast if they don't play a land. Yep. Well, that was unlikely, but, perfectly happy with this result. Bottom. I would like that Mole Drifter, but we need to get a land. If I blink on lands, I'm going to be very unhappy, given I kept the 2-lander on the draw, scryed to the bottom, and now I'm going to draw another land, or another card. It's going to be very frustrating if I miss here. I mean, I did bottom 2 non-lands, so... Anyway, that's frustrating, but I can draw a plant or tower, and then have Tron in 2 turns from now. That'd be pretty nice. It would have just been much better if I could have held up Prohibit here. Because now they can go ATOG when they, I wouldn't have been able to counter that anyway, so... Land. That is super frustrating. I can't afford to miss my land drop. I'm just going to play a plant and play. Or get a plant and play it. Because if I don't search now, say I do draw a plant or a tower, and then play a land, and then get Tron the turn after, it's likely going to be too slow. At least here I can go compulsive if they don't have ATOG and try to survive. They had ATOG. Alright, Rip Tower. Bam. $15? Is that right? So I do survive if they don't play an artifact? I think making my opponent sack their stuff to ATOG is worth it. Rather than just playing Ash Barrens for the turn. Wow, this is a bummer to go so long without land, but, I think we can manage. After board, we get substantially better, because we just bring in a pile of counterspells that also double as removal spells. Whee! Also, our opponent drew 4 cards this turn, so it is likely that this will fail. But, if they don't have a counterspell, and don't have a Galvanic Blast, and don't have a Fling, and don't have a Temur Battle Rage, yeah, okay. Oh, we were dead as hell. Alright, let's see if we can not have 9 on lands on top in a row. That would be wonderful. Don't need Horror, don't want Condescend, and what was... Oh, Plains. Keeping Pulse in is fine, but not... Oh, wrong Pulse. There we go. Yeah, and now we just try to kill every creature they play forever. So that's cool. There's a chance I don't want an Ephemerate or maybe a Flicker, and would rather have the Pulse Marasa or one of the Horrors, but I think I want all 4 Ghostly Flickers, just to flicker my own artifacts and stuff. The 2 Ephemerates aren't great with only 9 creatures, but once I get Wall, I really want an Ephemerate, because that's how I lock the game up. This is keepable. It is not good. If I draw another land, and it's a plant or a mine, this hand's perfectly good. If I draw another land and it's not one of those, then I'm going to swiftly get into trouble. Pulse Marasa is out, so gotta remember that. Just gonna jam my Prism. If they destroy my map or my Prism, whatever. Blue Blast helps. Blue Blast makes this hand tremendously better. I think I evoke Muldrifter next turn if I don't draw a minor plant. Yeah. I need to stop drawing lands that aren't Tron, but well, I can't really force myself to do that. I guess upkeep I'm going to cycle one of these Ash Barrens and not the other one, because I would like to play an island. Yeah, that sounds right. Oh, they just ran out ATOG, which means they have another one, I believe. I'm just gonna let it go. I gotta believe they have another ATOG in hand. And at least this way I can try to get them if they went for it, but I don't think they're gonna go for it. Like, they don't even have lethal if they have Temur Battle Rage, so... Yeah. Now, doing this before attackers seems better. Like, if they just sack their Ichor Wellspring, they could have played a land into Astrolabe, right? There doesn't seem to be a point to sacking mid-combat, but, well, they're the person about to be 2-0, not me. Well, I called that, didn't I? Now, we have no more islands left after this turn. So we can't draw any of those. And we only have 1 more Ash Barrens, and we only have 1 more tower. So either we're drawing spells, or we are drawing Tron. Or we're drawing one of those 2 cards that don't do anything. What are the odds, right? Ooh, Wall was really good. Well, Wall was okay. Wall will be really good eventually. Alright. Okay. Chaining him off. Wonder if I can get to a big counter fight here. I don't think I can. And that sucks. Because I want to be able to tap them out and kill one of the ATOGs so I can untap, slam Wall, kill the other ATOG. But I don't think there's a way for me to do that, because if I just kill one of the ATOGs, they say okay. Alright. Please don't draw a land, but if it's a land, let it be a mine or a plant. You know, that's fine. That's a cantrip. Mm-hmm. Alright, cool. If they had started chipping me down by attacking like 2 astrolabes, we could be in trouble, but I think it's clear I want to counter this. And then if they counter back, I dispel back, and then... Well, I guess it didn't happen. Who's this? I think that's going to tap out to play another Serpent. I would not be unhappy with that. Alright. I'm going to flicker here. That is an aggressive Red Blast. That deserves an aggressive Blue Blast. And then I'll counter back. Yeah. Oh, this is so good for me. What an aggressive counter on this flicker that draws a card. They're just playing Chittering Rats. I mean, 1 mana Chittering Rats is good, right? Now, they could have a third ATOG. They could have a pile of counterspells where I'm not going to be able to dig myself out of, but as it stands, I've got Wall in play. 7 lands and no Tron. Oh boy. But if they blank on their third ATOG, I get to spend a few turns trying to draw into things. Again, my library is pretty thin now. I've got I've got 8 lands that I would be medium unhappy to draw, and then 2 lands that I'd be unhappy to draw, right? Just the 1 Ash Barrens in the 4th tower. And the Relic's going to stay in play and do nothing for the rest of the match. So that's nice. Kabam! Blue spells, red spells, everything's good. Everything is good. White spells would be medium. I only have the 1 filter somehow. If they play a Serpent, I just Pyroblast it on the stack, and then try to resolve this Muldrifter the turn after. They should have sacked that person at end of turn, at the end of my turn, right? That seems pretty clear. That was my best possible draw. What do I do with it? I think I just pass. I already used the Dispel. Top decking Thoughtcast is really bad for me, but, you know, that's fine. Surely they won't hit the 4th Thoughtcast in their top 30 cards. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have time to wait for hitting Tron, so I'm just going to teach things in a turn. If they counter with the blue counter, I'll counter back. If they counter with a red blast, then I'll just let it happen, see if they sack the relic. They did not. I'm just going to get Hydro Blast. I'm a coward. Well, they'll let me untap. Sweet. If they pop now, I guess I just flash it back. Oh boy. Alright. I drew pretty good. That's a bummer. Yeah, alright. You got me. I'm not willing to take shields down. It is very likely my opponent has a fling in their hand, given they're not playing anything. Oh, maybe not. All right. If I get to untap, well, I don't have anything tapped, but if it gets to my turn and I draw a card that is not mine or plant, I think I'm just going to evoke the Mole Drifter. Sure. What the hell is this? They're not just going to run it out. I guess they're just going to save it for next turn. All right. Then I'm going to evoke Mole Drifter. Boom. Yeah. All right. We'll evoke Mole Drifter. And then see what we draw off the Mole Drifter. Oh, another Blue Blast. Okay. All right. The second Prism's actually pretty good because it gives me something to target with the Flicker that's not this Mnemonic Wall. But, as it stands, I'm just going to try to kill their third ATOG. And hope that works. Oh, what did I get? Hydroblast? Yeah, okay. Wanted to use that one. Counter target spell if it's red? Yeah. I'm going to counter with a Blue Blast on the ATOG. And they Dispel. I'm going to Pyroblast the Dispel. And if they Muddle, I will Hydroblast the ATOG. And then, if they counter back, they resolve their ATOG. But, well, they haven't played a land here. But they don't fling me to death. What they can do is draw 2 cards and then hold up a relic, which would not be great for me. But, on the other hand, nothing's great for me. Oh, it worked. Huh. Okay. Okay, deal. Deal with the Hydroblast. Alright, next turn I'm going to play Prism and see what I draw. Play Prism, see what we draw. Ephemerate would be sick, because I get to target these 2. I don't want to play the Wall. Wall forces them to crack Relic, but there's a chance they crack Relic into turn anyway. No. Alright. Then I'll just Flicker in response to whatever, whenever they want to crack the Relic. 4th Thoughtcast, of course. That was a really good top deck. Pretty sure they didn't have that one last turn. Go ahead and get Tron. A little bit late, but better late than never. Serpent's tolerable. Alright, let's draw out the other teachings. Boom. Kabam. Hydroblast was also pretty good. Was also pretty good. Go ahead and get a Wall in play. Alright, I'm going to try to get the Pyroblast, and then when they crack their Relic, I'm going to try to Flicker and hope that's good enough. It is likely not good enough. But, you don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. Can anyone say they really know? Galvanic Blast, I will Hydroblast. It's likely they have another Galvanic Blast in hand. But I'm just going to do this so I can get back my flicker at least. It worked. Blue Elemental Blast and Flicker. Well, I could get 2 Blue Elemental Blasts, but I think I'm just going to get a Flicker here. Okay, sure. That's a weird card to have here in sideboard, but alright. I assume they just drew that this turn, because otherwise they would have blown up my Prism long ago, but... Okay. Alright, now. Do I block with one of the walls? If they had another Galvanic Blast, they would have used it. They could have double Fling. And I have to Blue Blast a ATOG, otherwise I just get to draw 2 more cards, which I assume is going to kill me. Huh. Wow, my library has a lot of spells in it. Because I have no Trinket Mages, no Astrolabes. Alrighty. What is this? Oh, they're giving it unblockable, sure. Alright, I am dead to... No, I'm not dead on board. I'm dead to Fling plus Galvanic Blast, but... Or, no, I'm not. If I'm dead to Fling, Galvanic Blast, Counterspell. I mean, this is just an auto counter, right? Yeah, sure. Alright, I gotta draw a Pyroblast, Teachings, a Flicker. Well, not Flicker. Flicker doesn't do it. Well, yeah, it does, because I can just start drawing cards. That doesn't do it. Turn late, huh? That's a bummer. I could have gotten Pyroblast instead of Blue Blast, and then I'd be able to kill their Gear Seeker, but then I would just lose to ATOG. Huh. Because all of my Blue Blast would be gone from that relic. And also my opponent had to have specifically Return to Nature hitting my Flicker. I guess the whole thing was I didn't draw relevant spells for a while. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. I don't think there was any way I could win that game, given my opponent's timely draws. But if I had drawn Ephemerate or at any point earlier, I would have won pretty convincingly. But I didn't. Could I have Teachings for Teachings and survived? Probably not. Given the turn after that Teachings, they went bananas. Long story short, my mana base let me down, and hopefully it won't let me down anymore.